fucking doing shit yourself. You always have to make sure everything is correct. Like, I don't know if anybody really understands the value that comes with doing things yourself, but the trials and tribulations. Yo, I think about back to a time where I never performed before. Like, I never performed music. I never got on the stage, never did anything like that. I think about back to a time like that, right? And when I think about back to a time like that, I think about how I got out of it. You know how I got out of it? With support. Like, with support. With somebody that was eligible to do something else other than what I did. You can be a jack of all trades. You can sometimes I feel like you spread the butter a little thin. I even now, it's such a beast. It's such a beast and such a monster. Yo, figure this shit out for yourself. Think about it. If you want to come out with a project, right? If you want to come out with something, if you want to drop something, even if you work a fucking 9 to 5 job, if you're okay with not being seen and being under the radar, then probably this conversation isn't for you. But if you're not okay with being under the radar and not being seen, when you put in some work, you want to be noticed for it. When you put in some work, you put in some work not only because your own vices and I want to get up out of this, get up out of that. Yeah, those things are always part of your texture. But when you put in some goddamn work, you really put in some goddamn work so you could give yourself some honor and appraisal. I don't think enough of us do that for ourselves. So what? So what? So what? I ain't Future. I'm not Drake. So what? I'm not Puff Daddy. So what? I'm not Timbaland. So what? I'm not 50 and M. So what? I'm not Hove. So what? You're not a Cole or a Kendrick. So what? Were those your inspirations for making adjustments to trying to do something better or stepping onto the unknown? You know what I mean? Like, did you see one of those moguls do it? Therefore, you know for yourself, hey, yo, I could do it too. It sucks, but it doesn't suck. To do everything, to have to do everything all the time, it's like I pat myself on my own back, but at the same time, you realize it's a cold world. If I want somebody to do a job as efficient as I want my job to be done, then I gotta pay them for it. Think about that. Think about that. How often do you find somebody that will procure your vision? How often? How often do you find somebody willing to walk with you on your path when it deals with left, rights, up, downs, when it deals with hating, when it deals with all these people with animosity? How often are people willing to walk with you on their path? Really think about it. And more often than not, even your family, the closest people to you, be the ones that won't show up to your show or won't be there to support you, won't buy a t-shirt, they don't even comment, they don't even know what you're doing. They have no clue what you're trying to establish for yourself. Closest one to you never have a clue. So where do you go for reciprocity? It's all within you. You gotta give yourself the biggest pat on the back. Like right now, I'll confess, I haven't released no podcast, no nothing, because the times have had me unmotivated. They've had me unmotivated to the point where I had to tell myself, stop your shit. What do you need? What do you need more motivation than what drives you? What more motivation do you need than noticing your power? Yo, bro. I can record your music. Matter of fact, I could steal your beat from that producer if you want. I can record your music. Not only we can post it and I can do all that too. Let's go further. I can produce your podcast. I can give you options and offer you where to go with the certain needs that you need. You want this, you want that, you just want to let it sit, you want promotion, give you options. To where the work has to be done by you It takes a person to be in the fucking driver's seat and really see what the car looks like and the terrain. Yo, you had to have been to Montana in order to know what the fuck Montana looks like. And that's why, like, you have to start. We have to start. Give yourself some appreciation for the things that you do. And want to do more. Stop playing yourselves. Let's stop playing. Come on. We've been playing a little bit too long. If you want to do something, why are you procrastinating on it? Past that. Don't think that the job's too hard. I am one man. I managed to produce 2 podcasts. I co-host another. Okay? I managed to write music. Drop a 16, a freestyle every week. Even if that's just part of COVID. I managed to continue relationships and make them stronger with people. You know, when you look to make things stronger with people, I think there's no better residual. You can see the faction of your work when you open your eyes and look at the fruits of your labor that you built, whether it be from a team or whether it be the shit that you really just built, like spitting a verse, like making a song. You can see the fruits of your labor. When I see my friends, you know, when I see Mook, when I see E-Cash, when I see them putting their music up and they're getting these numbers up and they value it and they love it. Yo, y'all did that shit. Y'all wrote y'all lyrics and put in that work in order for people to recognize you. No piece of work goes unpunished. Oh, I'm sorry. No piece of work goes unhonored. Because, yeah, it could be a punishment too. Sometimes when you're too good at something, that makes you very bad. You know, when you're too good at something, that makes you very bad. And I hope that I don't fall under the stereotype of die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Right? I hope I don't fall under that stereotype. But you know what? If under my hat, I'm able to hold so many different umbrellas and I excel in those territories, if I excel in those manners, if I push those envelopes to the point where they're signed, sealed, and delivered, who am I to judge myself? Who am I to say I shouldn't be doing that because I'm not good enough for that? You know, who are you to disqualify yourself from any type of reciprocity that you may not even know is behind that veil? You think I would know that I'm able to deal with a computer and edit my own videos, do iMovie, edit my own sound, and do Logic? You think I was able to know how to maneuver behind an Instagram or YouTube or, you know, even looking up videos on YouTube for your knowledge? You know, how do you maneuver? You have to do it. You have to do it. And then while you're doing it, give yourself the notification that you are doing it. And not only that, give yourself the appreciation that you are doing it. Because a lot of people are still goddamn lost. A lot of people are goddamn lost. Shit got me hot, baby. I'm only getting started. This is part 1 of 3. Let's go. It's your boy, OK. Everything is up. Stop your shit. I'll be